My name is Mary. I am student at the University of Northampton. It's now 4 years I'm studying there. I'm doing a BA marketing. I started blogging when actually I was 12 to 13 back in France. And the main reason was to actually share pictures and videos with my friends. My blog was actually a bit like my CV in a way. I put pictures of my friends, of myself, and as well the things that I like, the music that I like, the artists that I like. So it was, most of my friends were using it. So I felt, well, let me do it as well. And it was a way to actually share with them like what I was doing and what they were doing and everything. It's 4 years I'm in England now. I came here first in England just to learn the language. I just wanted to stay here in England for a year and I came to Northampton. And before I knew it, I just thought that I had to study. I've been working in different places when I arrived here in England, warehouses and not very nice places actually. And I thought without a degree, I couldn't do anything. And obviously, coming here and study here in England, I thought that it would give me an edge compared to other people who just speak one language. It gave me the opportunity to learn a second language and be more attractive to employers. So I think it's one of the reasons for which I decided to stay. I arrived in England in 2006 and actually I couldn't speak English pretty much. Well, the main example I could give is like I went to the bakery and I tried to ask for bread and actually couldn't understand what I was saying. And actually my confidence, well, I wasn't confident at all after this experience at all. And well, I always used to keep diaries and I thought that would be good to actually going there to keep a diary, to write about my experiences and everything. And while being there, while I was at the computer and I start using it to actually log some of my diary actually on a blog. And before I knew it, I just used my blog over time. It was something who actually prompted me to learn more because when you gather information on it, and write it, and you go over it, you think, this is not very right, and you review it, and you improve, and it's your writing. It was mine. I could do anything with it. I could add pictures, put colors, and change things, share it with friends. So I really enjoy it. It was quite funny because I used to write in English and all the words I couldn't say in English I was just writing in French. I had this English-French in my blog with some sentences in English and some sentences in French. And actually it helped me to review it, and I had always my dictionary on my lap just trying to find the word I couldn't say in English. You write about an experience, you reflect upon it, you give yourself some objectives and try to make it better the next time. And the blog, like pretty much, I got all this experience, all these little things that I write. It's not like I was writing every day, but when there was something very important, I felt very important, it wasn't there. After 6 months in England, I woke up, I went to sleep, and I woke up in the morning, I was dreaming in French and in English at the same time, which is quite interesting. It's like when you arrive at this moment, when you know that you are about to be able to be fluent in a language, you mix the language. On my blog, when you look at it, the evolution of it, it's a bit the same thing. It's like the English and the French together, and then English. My blog is not that it's not, when it comes to university, it's not that really share information, it's more like a log. It's more a place where I bring information together. You build something, and before you know it, you create a nice piece of art. Yeah, well, I like art, it's a bit of the same thing. Got ideas and you just like put different colors, and before you know it, it's like it creates something. So my blog is like that. I log information, and later on I use it to work on my assignment, the blog allowed me to have a good vision of all the information I gathered. It's more interactive, and you don't feel like you are working. It's a bit like fun because it's yours, so you can modify it the way you want to and everything. You don't feel like it's very formal, like a work document. It's pretty much you do whatever you want. You can add information if you want to. If you don't want to work too much on it, you just leave it and just do something else. Most of the time I just gather information I'm interested in. On about 2 or 3 weeks before I have to hand in an assignment, I just get all the information out and I just write everything. It is so much quicker because I've been able to gather the information and start my reflection upon it. So when it comes to writing it, it's so much easier. And so actually in my blog I got everything. And I can just modify it as I wish to, and I can use Word document and work on it, and after that just copy everything and put it on a new post, and I can see properly the date, or I just change everything. It's just so much more convenient. For me, by blogging, by using this tool, is actually helped me more to reflect upon my work, and it's been very useful. I think it's been really useful because obviously when I arrived here, when I started university, my language skill weren't as good yet. I was still like reflecting on my experiences and stuff, but I really needed to improve my language as soon as possible. So what else could I do than just read more and write more? If you're not able to write properly English or speak properly English, well, it makes it a lot more difficult for you at university. And I really wanted to improve that. It was the most important thing. It was my objective when I came here, was to learn English. And with university, it was a bit of a challenge. How to bridge the gap? Well, we have to work more, obviously, to study more, and blog was actually the tool I was using to actually exercise myself. It was more like an exercise, like more it was a prompt for me to just write more and work more on things and find more information in a fun way. When you arrive here as a foreigner and you can't speak the language, you got 2 choices: whether you don't do anything about it or you do something about it. So meeting friends, having people around you who speak English is very important. You meet other foreign students and you help each other to improve the language skills. But there is nothing greater than write and read a lot to improve there and then, to give you more confidence to actually speak in another language. Before you know it, just by doing little by little, you improve your language skills tremendously. English can be a fun thing to learn. It can be very, very fun. You can actually make it fun for yourself, and a blog that you can keep actually secret for yourself. Before you know it, it's actually helping you greater than you think it is. I think it really helped me.